Alright, hey, what's up, guys? I am Ace, and I'm here with Konosumi, and I am
Hello.
going to be running Refunct. You want to talk about the strats a little bit, or the mechanics and stuff before we go?
Yeah, so Refunct is a 3D platformer for the PC where you have to go around and step on these buttons to raise parts of the island you're creating. And this run involves many platforming strats, such as like super jumps, edge jumps, and wall jumps. And overall, the run is incredibly optimized. And to get a good time, you have to really shave the frames.
Okay, I think that's good enough. And so I guess I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoops.
So right off the bat, there's a glitch being done called a super jump. If you spam spacebar as you're rising up, you can jump all the way to the top of that platform and get the first button very quickly.
Of course, what I do is I don't actually spam it, I just have the timing down, which is actually much easier, in my opinion, but... Then I'm going to super jump off of that elevator. So on these elevators, there is a mechanic in this game where, you need to actually conserve your acceleration, since it takes a little bit to warm up to your top speed. So on those elevators, we would, stand back a little bit, and so that we can run forward before the elevators reach the top. And I do that very often in the run, stuff to, save my acceleration in order to optimize my movement 100%.
That jump off of the pipe he did is also a bit tricky, especially for beginners. A lot of this game is just muscle memory. You have to retain the tricks and all the timing. Timing is a very important factor in this run, obviously.
So we're coming up on a skip where I have to use a super jump off of this elevator to get across a large gap and hit this button, and then immediately after hitting that button I'm going to jump down here and super jump off of the rising platform in order to get up here and hit that button. The timing for that is incredibly tight and takes a lot of practice to actually get. Small little movement error there. I didn't jump off of the spring at the right time.
This game also features an excellent soundtrack.
Which isn't being played right now, unfortunately, but I can guarantee you it is excellent.
It fits the theme of the game very well.
Mm-hmm.
Really adds to its atmosphere. Yeah, right now, Spade's on really good pace. This is a very, very good run.
Oh yeah. But aside from the one movement error I had on that one spring, everything's been basically flawless. I'm gonna go for a new strat here I just discovered. I didn't get it perfectly, but time. And that was a very solid run, actually. I was not expecting to do that well. But that was a 2:50.73. I don't know what the stream time actually says, but that's what the in-game time says.
I will tell you what that is. That was a 2:52.32.
Okay.
So about 2 seconds off.
Yeah. That's still really good.
Yeah, great job, Spade. That was an excellent run.
Thanks, Kona. So that's basically it for Refunct. I don't think there's anything else.
The developer for this game is actually pretty tied in with the speedrunning community. He has implemented patches in the game that's improved its overall speedrunnability, if that's a real word. He made the intro a bit shorter to be a bit easier on resets, and also implemented an in-game timer for timing your speedruns.
Yeah, and that's what I was showing at the end there. You can't see it anymore, but... And the developer has also run this game himself, actually.
Yeah, he has a pretty good time, too.
I think that's probably it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing much more to say. This game is very cheap on Steam, so if you like platformers and are looking for something new to speedrun, this game doesn't take long to learn at all. It's a very short run, it's very simplistic, and again, it's very cheap on Steam. It's only a couple dollars and often goes on sale for even less.
And there's plenty of tutorials around to learn the game yourself.
And also be sure to check out Spades Run in Games Done Quick on Friday. This will be ran at Awesome Games.
I have only one question.
Yeah?
What is the world record in this game?
The world record in this game is 248.74, which is actually held by me. That run is not one I'm going to be able to replicate again anytime soon. That has basically completely flawless movement. So outside of like a few skips that I've learned since then, that run, like, the category is almost dead, to be honest.
There's also 100%, which involves getting collectibles as well as making every tile green, which is also a bit more complex yet entertaining run.
The route for that run is absolutely insane, and I'm amazed
it is.
What Leonix, the runner who routed that out, like, was able to do with it.
There's also low percent, which is just insane. That category is crazy. Low percent.
Low percent is basically the floor is lava type game. Because you have to touch the least amount of platforms possible.
Like anything that you can show in the game?
A showcase? I guess I can attempt to do a low percent run real quick if that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
I'm probably not going to be able to do it at all, just because it's hard as hell, but... So the first thing you have to do is, like, actually, like, wall jump consistently all the way around there. And I wasn't supposed to touch that tile there, but I haven't, like, actually practiced this category in a long time. So then the thing after jumping all the way up there, we have to just dive under the water to avoid jumping on platforms. Come up over here and hit that button. Then we're going to completely mess up the skip I was going for. But yeah, at this point the run really isn't a low percent run because it's not the minimal amount. I can keep showing off like what most of the route looks like. Oh, that was a mistake. That was from the run 100% route. I actually can't remember what the rest of the route is now that I think about it. But yeah, that's...
So the low percent is like for every tile that you reach is a percentage?
Yeah, every tile you
Correct.
reach helps build up the percentage. It's not like a full percent on its own, but... Yeah, it does contribute to overall game completion. So what you saw in the beginning of the run was like what most of the run looks like, up until the point where I just started screwing things up, but...
Yeah, low percent utilizes many wall jumps. You're able to move around pretty well using exclusively wall jumps, which allows for many of the strats to be possible for low percent.
And then there's a lot of super jumps used as well to reach platforms, like in less while touching less platforms than normal. It really does. It's a really good showcase for all the mechanics in this game, but no one is actually good enough to complete a run without like being tool assisted yet. So.
Yeah, there was a tool assisted concept run, right?
Yeah, Leonix did one, and he lowered the game down to 50% game speed and just ran it like that. I think that's it, though.
Is that just about it?
I think that I don't have anything else to talk about.
Oh, right. It's fine.
But yeah, be sure to check out the rest of the runners in the Dale block, which is a pretty cool block. We got Kirby Air Ride up
If
next.
you guys want, you can spam some Dales in the chat for who's up next, Jicky, right?
Yeah, I believe it's Jicky.
Get some Dale spam for Jicky's Kirby Air Ride run.
Woohoo! Alright, thank you very much for doing this run. And enjoy the marathon.
Thank you.
See you guys later.